Okay, so now three notes per string patterns, and I'm just going to keep it all in one simple little. I'm going to keep it between those notes. That's the string, 10, 11, 12, 10, 11, 12 on the G, 10, 11, 12 on the B, 10, 11, 12 on the high D. So basically, the same types of patterns that have been in the other 2 notes per string and 2 and 3 note per string patterns also apply to 3 notes per string. And here you've got, if you start just by going up and down, you've got 12 notes. That fall in a nice pattern. So you play, first of all, do it in 12-note pattern, and then start with your thumb on the top and roll backwards. So forward roll up, backward roll, now change that pattern by 1 note. So now you're not repeating that top note, you're just coming back down. And I don't know, maybe some of you guys are better than I am, but it's with your right hand, but I could never play that fluidly with thumb index, thumb middle, or thumb index, right hand patterning. So there's that, straight up, straight down, and then there's the other patterns. Again, it's basically forward roll, evening out that 8-note pattern going up, backward roll, evening out the 8-note pattern going down. Shoot. Yeah, the big challenge I still have is if I'm not really warm, my middle finger miffs when I try to drop it back down to the next string. And then a pattern. So So these are very much like drum rudiments, basically. You practice them and practice them and practice them, and pretty soon it starts to feel natural. Just like a drummer has to practice paradiddles and everything else that they do. Doing this, I found, has been, as a kind of a academic way of looking at it, practicing through these things, it brings a whole new realm to your playing, to my playing anyway, than what I had before. One other little pattern, this is just a pattern I came up with, and I use it a lot, and I'll probably get nailed for this because it's really repetitive and people will recognize it in my playing. But it's just it's a divergence from the straight forward roll up or straight backward roll down or that forward reverse roll thing. It's got a little bit of what's called TIMI in it, which I'm really bad at. But this one has a sequence of notes, and again I'll do it in this 3 notes per string pattern. And that's a whole phrase. So to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can use that pattern on any number of sound, scalar sounds that you know on the fingerboard or that you find. But this one's kind of neat. So it's got a neat sound to it. If I were to do it. If I were to do it over, I'll do it on these notes. So again, I'm going. It's the same notes. Note pattern is up here, but it's. So if I were to play like a D7 jam type of thing. So you can mix it up, and the faster you go, the easier it gets, and it kind of sounds cool. It's not a real straight time kind of a pattern, and it changes up the note sequences enough to make things interesting. Anyway, so those are just some patterns with 3 notes per string.